Hey everybody, a quick unboxing video of the Vernee Mars Pro. So Vernee is yet another relatively unknown Chinese brand. There are a lot of them now, and what they do is they sell really nicely made phones for really cheap. So this phone, I believe it's like 180 US. So it's not a lot of money, but it has 6 gigs RAM, and it runs a Helio P25. I think the MediaTek 6757, so it's a middle of the road processor, 5.5 inch 1080 display, but 6 gigs of RAM, so that's really good for a phone that's like not even 200 US. So okay, the packaging is very similar to other budget Chinese phones that I've unboxed recently, such as the Doogie or the Okitel. So wow, okay, it's quite nice, the box. Let me get rid of this. Nice. So, metal phone. The antenna lines are curved like on the iPhone, but also on the Meizu. Meizu actually did it first before the iPhone. So really nice feeling. Volume rockers right here. I think this is the power button, and fingerprint scanner. Yeah, that's a SIM tray. It's overall very nice. It's very sleek. Okay, so I'm gonna put it side by side with the OnePlus 5. So roughly the same size. The OnePlus 5 is a little bit taller, and they're about the same riff. So OnePlus 5 and the Vernee Mars Pro. Let me set up the phone really quick, then I will get back to show you the software. Okay, I'm back. So I've set up the phone, played with it for like 20 minutes, and quite impressive. The fingerprint reader on the side is fast. It's fast, but it's not 100% accurate. See, so right, you see right there, it took 2 tries because I have it set up on my right thumb and left middle finger. So I think it's because the scanner is quite thin and short, so a lot of times your finger doesn't place on it 100%. The power button is also it's really small, so it's weird when you're trying to press the power button. It's quite small to find, but I guess I'm sure there's something I'll get used to. So see, it takes like a couple of tries. But maybe I'll get used to the location too. Like once, because if your finger's on it correctly, it turns on immediately. So I'm surprised at how clean the software is. This is looks almost like stock Android, like an older version of Android anyway. See, usually Chinese phones, like when I use the hold on, let me grab another phone real quick. So usually when I've unboxed quite a lot of Chinese phones lately from obscure brands like Blackview or Doogie or Liegu, and all of them have like really heavy Chinese software. I was gonna show you the Chinese software on this one, but I forgot I put Nova Launcher on this, so it wouldn't even show. But so go back to the Vernee Mars Pro. I'm really impressed that the software is really clean. Let's check out the specs really quick. So it runs Android. Let me get the screen right. So it runs Android 7.0. MediaTek 6757. 1080p display. This is a 5.5 inch. 64 gigs of internal storage with what is the RAM? 6 gigs of RAM. 5.8. So close to 6. So that's really good. And so far the phone is quite snappy. Granted, I haven't done a lot with it. Oh, actually no, I did run Geekbench. So I ran Geekbench. The score came out to 846 single core, which is pretty weak, but the multi-score is pretty good. For a budget phone, I mean, considering that this phone is not even $200 US. So let me pull out my Galaxy. Let me pull out my OnePlus 5 actually. It's more of a fair fight. So I have here on me the OnePlus 5. Okay, so the OnePlus 5 easily beats the Vernee in Geekbench, but you know the OnePlus 5 is like 400 US, so it's twice the price. So this is a budget phone. For a budget phone, I don't think it's that bad. The camera. The camera app looks a bit weird. Like the shutter button's really big, and then after that, there's not much settings. Setting options, like you have to press up here to change modes, but then there's only 2 modes. So it feels weird that they make you press all the way up here just to get 2 modes. But I took some quick samples really quick. The photo seems to be about, you know, middle of the pack for a mid-tier phone. So this is with the Vernee Mars Pro outside my apartment right now. So details actually comes out pretty well. Colors are okay, but I mean the colors are great. The details are just okay. Now compare this to a OnePlus 5. I think the OnePlus 5 gets in more lighting. This, like the on the right, is a more an accurate representation of how the scene looked at the time. And as you can see, when you pull into the taxi, there's more detail on the taxi, as well as the building on top. Here, I don't think you can even see the top, and the taxi is a bit blurred. Just for fun, I took one with the Samsung Galaxy S8 too, but again, it's not a fair fight, obviously. So the photo quality on this one should be the best of the bunch. Yeah, like everything's just a bit more clear, and you can see the building. But not bad at all, considering the Samsung phone costs like 4 times as much as the Vernee. You put them side by side, you know, the Vernee doesn't look that terrible. Let's take another picture just to try. So I just took a picture of my bookshelf right there. Okay, details come out pretty good. Tanishi coats. Let me try it with the OnePlus 5. Okay, so the color on the OnePlus 5 is a little bit more vibrant, but otherwise the detail on the Vernee is really good. Let me try on the budget phone Blackview. So this is a Blackview BV 8000 Pro. This is the waterproof, heavy-duty, rugged phone. So software on this is really bad though. So what I did is I put Nova Launcher on it, so it looks like stock Android. Oh, okay, yeah, see, so the Vernee camera is, I mean, the Blackview camera is pretty bad. When you put it side by side, these two phones are in similar price range. I think this one's also $185. And then the Vernee camera is much better than the Blackview camera. But it's a little bit inferior to the OnePlus 5 and obviously the Samsung Galaxy S8. So I'm really liking the build of this phone. I like the matte black. It doesn't, you know, attract fingerprint like my stupid Samsung Galaxy. Like the Samsung Galaxy S8, it looks good in photos, but if you use it in real life, it just looks terrible. Like, look at this. I mean, I don't use a case on my phone, so this is every day. But matte black doesn't seem to have the fingerprint problem. And I really quite like how the antenna lines, it's not that visible. I mean, again, you know, obviously Vernee didn't invent this. Apple didn't too. Meizu did it first. So, but I just really like this design. Feels really good in the hand. I wish the fingerprint reader is a little bit easier to activate, but I might get used to it. So, okay, I will have a full-on review later, and I will also have a write-up on my site at Forbes. So please check it out if you want. Thank you for watching. I have a lot more phones coming from China, so please stay tuned.